Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome to Aurora Forex, the incredibly frustrating, fantastic space strategy game. Okay, so we are currently in 2106. A bit of time has passed since our last journey into the United Earth, and a few things have happened. Firstly, there has been a discovery over at Sleepy Zoe. You will notice that we now have an alien ruined colony discovered. So we're going to definitely want to have a look at that, and we're going to want to send people over. The minerals here are great, but ruined colony? Hello. So, I mean, firstly, we should probably send someone in case there's any defenses there. So let's actually open up our assault transports. Hi there. You're stationed at Mr. Grey? Oh, the jump point to Mr. Grey in the Sol system. Oh, you've got no one on board. Okay. You should definitely go to Dracon and pick everyone up. Yes. Oh, that's 23 days. And then go over to Sleepy Zoe. That's 84 days, and then... Which award was it? It was the third one, wasn't it? The fourth one. Okay. We will... Orbital drop all ground units. Now, we probably also send a xenoarchaeology team and engineering team. Question is, are we done with Dracon? Because that is both. And if we are done with both, we can move them. So, Dracon, how are you doing, mate? Oh, it's a ruined city on Dracon. Tech level 1, Empire of Teramo. Okay. Well, we can move the xenoarchaeology company from there. The engineering company are a little busy. And all of our troop transports are busy moving around surface-to-orbit weapons. Okay, well, I guess in like 60-something days we'll be able to do that then. That's fine. We also have completed the production of our quad Gauss cannons. We're going to put in our STO weapons. We're still working on the spinal lasers, though. We've got 10% unused construction. Oh, so with this 10% unused construction, the latest vote from the Senate has come in, and they have passed the Colonial Academy System Act. Thanks to Great House Prouse and House Silver, which requires us to make 10 new academies. This is a good idea, actually, because academies produce officers. We don't have enough officers because, well, we've got a lot of fighter craft, and they tend to slurp up all the very low-ranked officers until you've got none. So we really could do with a whole bunch of new academies. This says to build another 10, send 3 to Titans, 3 to Europa, 3 to Hoyle, and 1 to Io. I'm actually going to say we probably want to build like 12. Maybe. I mean, why not? At the end of the day, we can do it. So, sure. Military Academy. Yeah, we can do that. And we'll do 12. Now, we'll need to add more percentage to this to try and get it done, but that's fine. Now, the question is, how big are they? How much, like, effort is it going to take to move them? So, open up everyone's favorite installations. And Military Academy. That's going to take a 20. Yeah. Not too much of a problem, though. Especially since most of those locations are in the solar system. The ones in Hoyle are going to be annoying, because that involves going through the strategist jump point. Other than that. Meanwhile... how is our stabilization process going? Oh, fun fact. You know this kind of flicker here? I don't know if you can see it properly on the video. That's because every time you hold down your mouse to click and drag, it's redrawing the entire map. You're not like just moving across a map that's, you know, you can see. No, it's redrawing the entire map every frame. Oh god. Such a hack. Right. If we set up some of our okay, we have the one to distant Roman. We could do with our one set up to Cake Meister. Yeah, it's set up one way, it isn't set up the other way yet. Okay. Okay, and now we've actually set up the jump gate to Cake Meister on both sides. I was literally just mentioning that. Sweet. What have we got? Colonizable, also surveyable. Colonizable. Okay, let's just limit this to things with minerals. Quite a few of these are tempting. Very tempting. Very tempting. I am liking Cake Meister. Okay, and obviously there's the million asteroids that we've already talked about at quite some length. Yeah. Okay, let's set this up. Right. We'll want to create a colony here. And here. And here, because it's got the scannability. We'll just go for ones that are colonizable to begin with. We won't actually bother with ones that we'll want to set up automated mines on later. Again, this is something that we surveyed. And it's colonizable because it's in the same system, not because it's great. Okay. That's fantastic. We've got like 7 colonies in there. 5 or 6 of which just stand by their own merit. The other ones are, yeah, because we're there already. That's pretty incredible. Have we got any transports that are 3? No. You'll be 3 in like 38 days, at which point we'll probably run some infrastructure up there. Get the basics started, start claiming that. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Of course, we'll need STOs. Whatever. That'll be done in August, and then we can build those STOs. And then we'll need to ship the STOs. We might actually start talking about possibly building some very slow transport ships. Not like slow, but faster than our previous ones. They don't need to be fast enough to keep up with the fleet, particularly, but, you know, we can go twice this speed without any issue. Hell, maybe we can give them a jump drive. You know, go all out. How you doing on research over here, Hoyle? Fuel consumption. It'll be done December of this year. At which point our fuel consumption is going to be incredible because it'll go down to 0.4. I think our current drives are 0.6. We got 0.5 just after them or something. Jump drive efficiency 10 is a bit of way out. Yeah, let's look at updating that design. I would like to look at a troop transport. The Honka. Okay, yeah. Pretty easy one. Let's go for wide view. Copy class. Rename class. And this is the Honka 2. Well, probably want to just obsolete you straight away. We still have gas site problems, so we're not going to be able to build this immediately, but it's something I want to build relatively soon. So we might as well start, what's the word? Retooling for it. Troop transport bay large, yes. The sensor is old, so we'll rip the sensor out. And we will put in a new sensor, which we apparently have to design. Okay. Thermal sensor. Hey. And we will, company name, Jeffrey's Warning and Control. Okay, and we'll instant that. Chuck that in. What else do we want? We'll need to talk about the engines and the fuel. So we'll take the engines out for now. Definitely want to update the armor to our compressed carbon. It's got a little bit of armor, but we haven't really been using it where the armor's matted. So I'm tempted to drop that down a little bit. It'll save us money. We'll leave it for now, but that's something that can be done. Engine. Now, I want to double check. Our current, power commercial engine is the 1000 EP with a 34 milli usage. I think that was designed with a 0.6 efficiency, and I think our new efficiency is 0.5, and we're about to get 0.4. So let's bring out engine. %. Yeah, 0.5. And then engine size, just max that out. And yeah, fuel consumption's even lower. Okay. Let's rename the drive. IFD C EP1000. Fuel per EP is 28 milli. The mass of 5 kilotons. And this is developed by Mapulon Iron Hand. Okay. And we'll instant that out. Fresh tech. And then this is gonna be relegated obsolescence. Whatever. Now, its range is still really good. Its speed is fantastic. Ideally, we're wanting 5,000 on auxiliaries, so we could chuck in, an extra drive, although that does massively increase the cost of Gallicite. Each of these drives is 250. Well, if it's going to keep up with the auxiliaries, sure. And then we'll also increase its fuel capacity. Still going to get in at under 30,000 tons, which is what I really care about here. So we'll get fuel, large, yeah, large. Okay. Now, what if we drop the armor? The cost isn't that high, and it does have some valuable stuff inside it. The people inside are valuable. Could go to 5. I think we will go 5 just in case. I am just kind of cautious that if it does get shot, some of the units inside can be... well, that said, it normally has like one-off units inside, not parts of command structures. A one-off unit isn't as important as part of a command structure. This is one-off units. It'll save on resources as well. We might as well drop this down just to 1 because it rarely gets shot at. Okay. And then we will probably just leave it there. Now, the cost on this... $750 Gallicite. It's the most expensive part of the entire craft. By far. I want to say about 65%, maybe 70% of the craft is just Gallicite. These new engines are pretty expensive. So, yeah, won't be using this anytime super soon, but certainly there to be done. If we get to the end of the year, we can always upgrade the engines to the 0.4 rather than the 0.5, which will be even better for our fuel exception. What's the word? Fuel efficiency. That's the word. Do we want to start retooling? How long would the retooling take? Until February next year? Yeah, you know what? We'll start the retooling now. Doesn't take long enough. Okay, we've completed production of our spinal mounts. So, We're going to go over to our industry. That gives us 10% left. We're going to put that on Military Academy so we get that done in a timely fashion. And then ground unit training. We're going to have ourselves a whole load of extra STOs, which is another 20 of them. Oh, hello. This is the Winterblade system. And it has an almost livable world. It's 0.14 colony cost. The temperature's just a bit too high for us. It has oxygen, a lot of liquid, like the entire terrain. The entire planet's just a giant swamp. But it's also got another livable planet. Well, colony cost 2. Terraformable. Along with a few other things. This could be interesting. We're still having Galisite problems. I really want to get working on some new ships, but we're bound by Galisite right now. At least the Jagnath G20s are free, so we'll start sending the G20 group to do infrastructure runs up to Cakemeister. Start getting that, you know, at least begun. The other choice is maybe to do the Military Academy thing that we have started to produce on. Like, we could ship 10 out. And that way, the ones we produce on Earth, we won't have to move later. That might be a good idea. We'll get that underway now. We can load installation, Military Academy, which we have 10 of. And we can ship those. So, 1 needs to go to Io. 3 need to go to Europa. 3 need to go to Hoyle. And the last one is 3 to Titan. Okay. Okay, that should cover moving all of the military academies. Sweet! Actually, not going to take as long as I thought. I thought, you know, going to Hoyle and stuff would be a right pain. But actually, it'll say it'll be done in a year and a half. I'm really enjoying the new speed we've got on these. So good. Okay, we've got our Zenko back. Well, not the Zenko. The TT Honko, which is going to go pick up the Zenko. Unfortunately, we have to head over all the way to Dracon to grab them. Archaeology, and then head all the way over to the other side to Sleepy Zoe. A bit of a long journey. And then dump them down on Sleepy Zoe. It is the moon, right? No, it's the planet. I don't know why I was sending people to the moon before. I'm pretty sure I sent people to the moon. Either way, planet. What am I on about? Yeah, we'll remove that last one. We will go to Sleepy Zoe and orbital drop. There we go. Okay, now we need to go find out where an engineering company who isn't being used is. Right. I didn't spot any engineering companies, which means I'm blind, because they are here. Engineering company, Dracon. No other engineering companies? No archaeology on Earth. Oh, why didn't I just use them? That would have been quicker. either way. You know what? Let's actually do that. Come back to Earth. Load. This poor Xenoarchaeology company. And then head over to Sleepy Zoe. Sleepy Zoe. There we go. Done. And that saved us like almost 100 days. The question is, where is the other engineering company? I swear we have more than one engineering company. Dracon and... No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I guess we need to build another engineering company. Well, the one on Dracon can stay there for now. The one transport we have in orbit can just wait for this, and we will build ourselves an engineering company. That won't take too long, surely. September next year. Okay, it will take a while. Fine. You know what? We'll dash around the solar system delivering surface-to-orbit weapons to other planets. You know, because we need to do that because of our regulations and laws and stuff. Okay. Whole load of loading and unloading and loading and unloading, but that should be the other 6 colonies in the Sol system covered. Actually won't take that long as well because it's all in one system. Oh, our troop transports are running out of fuel. Maybe come back to Sol before you do this last leg. Yeah. And then, hell, maybe you need a tanker with you. We do have some Squid 2s. We need more Squid 2s, but we do have some. And then head to... Zoe. Okay, we just discovered another route to the known system of Thea. You need to come down here. No! Ah! It goes to Distant Roman and to Endermancer. Ah, ugh, this is such a mess. Oh, god damn it. Okay, what if we move gold to here? Move you to here. You to there, and then we, like, bring these down. Something like this. This is temporary! I don't think it's actually ever going to get any better. At this stage of the game, all the, like, you found a connection to a known system is all, yeah, we've ran out of allocation of jump points, so we're doing dormant jump points now. And that just means that you're kind of gonna end up with a bit more of a mess. God damn it. Okay. Our assault transport's on the way over to Sleepy Zoe actually ran out of fuel. So one of our old tankers that I was sending over to Sleepy Zoe as well, to end up being basically a fuel route between the fuel hub we have there and the planet. I guess you can just join up and fuel them. They'll take longer because, you know, the speed is slower because it's an old standard tanker, but they'll have fuel, which means that they will actually get there, which is faster than they otherwise would. So Caldi has changed from Barren to desert. Okay. Right, the temperature is less than 200 degrees C. This is now classed as a desert. Fine. Good for you. We still need to decrease that substantially more. Alright, the tank has met up. They've done a nice refuel, thankfully. And they can head on. They are going to Sleepy Zoe. They'll need to drop the ground units. And then I've told to send a message to remind me to remove the tanker. That should be fine. Alright, we just finished doing our salvage rate research. And I don't know if we want to do any other logistics at this point. Like, advanced shuttles is good, but is it necessary right now? Maybe the ordnance transfer system. That would help with our colliers, but we don't need that, like, super fast. So let's just put 5 people on that. And then I think we might also pull some people from the Carbide Armor Project. We don't need 30 people working on that. Let's work that down to 15. And then we can start playing around. So, new missile tech. Obviously, that will invalidate all our previous missiles, so we'll see. What else? Fire control speed rating. That'll invalidate a few things. Terraforming rate. That'll be great, considering we've got a lot of terraforming targets right now. And that just applies across the board. We've got 7 left. Particle lance. Our particle beam tech is definitely behind the times, so getting more onto energy weapons would be a good idea. It also then leads into tracking speed, which we need. Go with our... where is it? A fire control speed rating. Also, we should queue up some more sensor tech after that. Beam range is definitely one to go for. Along with active grav. The compact ones. Yeah, they're cheap and easy to do, and they're smaller. Definitely something we can put on our smaller vessels that are a bit more, you know, space sensitive. And then primary flight control might be helpful. That basically means carrier operations on fighters and stuff. Maybe. Oh, electronic hardening. Yeah, let's get level 2 of that. We'll actually move that up because it's quick to do. Okay. Well, that all looks good. We could work on a stealth ship, but we wouldn't be able to build it. I guess we could start retooling for it. Stealth ship! Okay. We'll take the electric halo. Make sure we update the armor, which it is. And then we're going to call you Stealth Scout. Lovely. So the main thing about this is going to be using baffled engines that baffle us. Baffled engines basically reduces the thermal signature, so we can kind of scat around and hopefully not appear on people's radars, quite literally. And then with our cloaking device, this will reduce our size. So cloaking efficiency 5 means the max ship size. Okay, device size is... Right, so the device size is like the max ship size that it will cover. So right now, it will cover 3,000 tons. If we keep upping this, then it's, you know, device size times efficiency. So we're getting 3,000 tons. We can go to 4,000 tons, etc. A bit like a jump drive. And then the reduction is how much it is reducing our signature. Oh, that doesn't seem to be working because it's not changing anything here. Which is interesting. Must be hard-coded or something. So it's reducing our signature by 80%, which means that a 5,000-ton ship is looking like a 1,000-ton ship. Right? Or is this our size? Oh, they just happen to be the same. Yeah, this is our size. It is a 1,000-ton object, but it is going to make us appear to be 1,000 tons. Yeah, it just doesn't state the apparent size here. The only thing that says it is the name from this. That's annoying. It really should tell you in here what's going on here. Okay. So, we need to know the size of our ship. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay, in which case, we know we want quite a chunk of engine that's gonna be baffled. Now, bear in mind, big engine means big thermal signature. Even if you reduce the thermal signature, it still might be quite large. So we're gonna try to make an engine that doesn't have too big a thermal signature. Actually, let's go to engines first. Thermal signature reduction. Here you go. You see the thermal signature here. So we can bring that down to 25%. So normally it's 200 on an engine like this, and then it's down to 48. So if we're going to plug in, say, one of our typical engines, let's plug in a normal 5 kiloton commercial engine. Now, obviously, this is quite a big engine. You're looking at a 240 reduced. Normally, that would be 1,000 thermal signature. 1 EP equals 1 thermal signature. This is being reduced. I don't know how it's been reduced from 1,000 to 240 when it's at 25% of normal. Surely that should be 250, but whatever. Aurora, you're weird. Obviously, we don't want an engine that large. This ship is going to have literally like 2 main components. A thermal scanner and an EM scanner. And that's kind of it. The rest is an engine and a cloaking device. It can't have an active scanner, because if you have an active search sensor, that pings people and people will know. If we use passive, we'll be okay. Obviously, someone could ping us, but the reduction in our size should mean we should be able to get out from under their feet. Now, I think we want to look like 500 tons, which means we should be 2,500. We could maybe go and look like 1,000 tons, which means we'll be 5,000 tons, if you understand what I mean. Because we get a reduction of 80% in our size, we want to look like something a fifth our size, so we want to look like, say, 1,000 tons. We get to be 5 times bigger than that. I'm debating how much we can pull this off. It depends also on the drive signature. DSTs, Deep Space Tracking Stations, do not use active search sensor. They use thermal. So avoiding enemy population centers is also key. So designing our engine is also a factor here. Now, engine power, you'll note that the thermal signature goes up quite quickly. It's all to do with the EP. If we just set this to normal, you'll see that the thermal signature matches the EP. So there's no way you can really get around this. However much thrust you are putting out, regardless of what you're doing with your fuel consumption, is going to be your EP. Doesn't matter what you're doing other than that. Just about your EP. So going slower will help. If we were even to make the engine tiny, like if we go all the way down to, you know, a 300-ton engine, a thermal signature is still the same as our EP. So we could, in theory, not that we will do this, but we could in theory just be like, super powerful tiny engine, and we'd again have our thermal signature still matching that. So the size of the engine is really just how much we want it to fill the craft. Doesn't matter. Now, bear one thing in mind. Increasing your thermal reduction massively increases the cost of gallacite. That's why not all your engines are going to want this. Because that's 180. That's 360. We're doubling the cost by going down 25%. Definitely worth it for a stealth vessel. Maybe even worth it for military vessels if you've got a lot of gallacite. Not worth it beyond that. And barely worth it for any military vessels. So we're going to want to use probably a commercial. No, it won't be commercial. It'll be military, won't it? Because the sensors are going to be so large, they'll count as military. So we need to bear in mind this thing is going to have a pretty long deployment time. A lot of supplies, because we want its engine to be smallish, which means it goes slow. And if it is going slow, then it's got a low thermal signature. As simple as that. So we're going to need to make sure we stat this out properly. And this is probably where we're going to start whipping out everyone's favorite A4X.calc. Oh, A4Xcalc.jar, sorry. Gotta get it right. Fusion missiles. No, it is missiles. Okay. Internal confinement. By the way, there's also inertial confinement, just to make things confusing. I also find this amusing. It's just internal confinement, as opposed to what? Confining it externally? Magnetic confinement and inertial confinement are both internal confinement. I don't know what you're on about. What? Anyway. Our fuel efficiency is, that's correct. That's correct. That is, I don't care about the jump drive. We'll probably need our own jump drive as well. Yeah. Okay. Cloak efficiency is 5. Reduction is 80%. We will want a cloaking device on the ship. We will want a jump drive. And sure. Ocular armor. Desired tonnage. Let's say this is going to be 5k. And our desired speed. Let's go pretty slowish. Let's go 2000. Desired range. 150 billion. Number of engines 1. Let's try for 40% engine and fuel. Okay. So we can do it. It'll take up 1,200 tons. Plenty of space left. Not even going anywhere near the 40%. Then chucking in the jump drive, chucking the cloaking device. We only have 1.7 kilotons left. It's going to be rough because we do have to then fill that with sensors and with maintenance supplies. Also, if it's not a military engine, then it's gonna complain at us about it needs to be a non-military cloaking, non-military, what's the word? Jump drive. If it's not a military jump drive, the efficiency gets lower, so it takes up more space. So I think this is why it's definitely given us a military engine to start with. It's just like, hey, use a military engine. Probably the right call. What happens if we go lower? Go 4,000 tons. Oh, that remaining tonnage, we lose like 600 tons. Okay, we're getting aim for 4,000 tons. 5,000 tons, sorry. 5,000 tons. We'll aim for 2,000 speed. We could lower that. Try and just like really creep in. What if we went to like 1,500? Almost get 2,000. Okay, and what if we then made ourselves smaller? Maybe. Because a smaller engine is really going to save on supplies and stuff. And the smaller we are, the more we can evade active scanners. It's just good. You know, for our first one, we will just go with the standard, though. We'll go with 5,000 tonner. Later on, we might try and experiment with something smaller, but for now, we'll go with this. Mostly because our thermal signature is probably not going to get the massive reduction that we want. And worst case scenario, we need to run away, having a bit more speed so we get out of the space and don't piss them off. Probably worthwhile. So this is going to be a 18.25, 55% power engine. So 55%. I'm just going to crank all the way down. 18.25. You know what? Let's actually leave that at 18. Actually, yeah, we'll go 18.75. So that's round up to that. And this is IFD. Fuel per EP is 83 milli. Not that bad, actually. And mass is 913 tons. What a weird number. Developed by Turin. No, you've had way too many Turins. Duncan Voidsinger Aero Engines. Hello. But importantly, this has TR 25%. I should put like an S in front to indicate that it's stealth. tech. Chuck that in there. It recommends having one large, one standard. So basically one large, two standards. Okay. Jump drive and cloaking device. That's up next. So we're going to design tech. A lot of tech being designed specifically for this. Jump drive. Size. Self jump only. Perfectly fine. There we go. You are E8 150. Yeah, that's fine with an M of 625 tons. Okay. That all seems good. We'll instant that out. Should have got a company name. Void Singer Galnum. Refresh tech. Drive. Rename a component. Like a double space. No, just looks like it. And then we need to put the cloak on. So 5,000 tons. We look for the cloak. Hello. Cloaking device size. Unfortunately, needs to be going up here. And then company name. Mapulon Strain. And we'll just call this a cloak. Hull size, no. Size, 5 kilotons. Actually, we don't even need to put size. Cloak, 5 kilotons is fine. SR for sensor reduction, maybe? Yeah. 80%. And efficiency 5, so cloak E5. 5 kiloton. And then I guess we put down the mass, which obviously is in this case going to be 1 kiloton by Mapulon Strain. We'll instant that out. Refresh our tech. Grab ourselves a cloaking device. And then wonder at how much space we have left. Damn, that's a lot of space. Okay, deployment time. We're going to say this is going to have like an 8-year deployment time. Maybe more if it gets behind enemy lines. I wouldn't mind picking up some data. Sure, let's try for 10 years. I might need to reduce that. Maintenance life is going to need to go, way up. But that's because we're going to add some pretty chunky sensors on. So I'm thinking big thermal sensor. This 300 tonner is probably too low. And we'll do the same for... where is it? EM. There we go. Okay, I'm thinking we go for 1,000 tons. So 600 and 400 or 700 and 300 in preference to thermals. So let's go to thermal first. So we can detect a signature strength of 1,000 at almost 100 million kilometers away, like ballparking it. What is our thermal signature on our drive? Because the EP of our drive is 201, thermal reduction 25%. So we're on 50 EP. So this would be able to detect us at somewhere about 13 million-ish, maybe a little bit less. Okay, that's not too bad. Still, outside beam range. Right. It is a trunky sensor though, so that's fair. And the tech for our thermals is actually pretty low at tech 8. So, company name, Turin. Turin, what are you doing showing up so much? Fine. If you want it, have it. Mass 700 tons. I will put that in. And then, boop, Turin Blake. Instant that. And then EM action sensor. We'll crank this up. We've got better tech for this, so it's going to be 300 tons. And then company name, Seraph sensor systems. Mass 300 T. Let's do that. Right. Chunky sensor. Chunky sensor. And then let's play around with engineering spaces. We're looking for maintenance supplies. There we go. Yeah, we're not going to quite get what we want out of this. So what if we reduce the deployment time down to 84? What's 84? 7 years. We might manage this. Yes. Yes, alright, just got to pull 20 tons off. Okay, well, we can make that back up. Bam! Here we go. Maintenance life of 7.76. It has enough to do its max repair 5 times. It has a crew of 146 with a deployment time of 7 years. We already know about the speed. Pretty slow, but nice thermal dampening. Pretty chunky sensors. The sensors are 20% of the entire mass of the ship. Actually bigger than the drive system. Damn. Okay. And we're most definitely going to want to give this a name. What is a good name for these? Not hydrocarbons. We'll use that as something else. Guardians and Halo ships? Maybe Halo ships. You know what? Birds. Yeah. I like the idea of naming it from the birds. Each one is a different bird. Great. And you're basically good to go. How much does it cost on one of these? The Galaxite's only 110 because it's a small engine. It's actually quite cheap. Surprisingly enough, unlike our troop transports, which, you know, it costs 760 Galaxite or something, our small engine, this is incredible cheap. Like, we can actually probably start making this right now during the Galaxite problem crunch because this is so cheap. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to start getting someone to refit for you. And our military craft, you can be made at the same place that makes our exploration crafts because of your size. We just need to retool it. Sorry about this. No more Sophie sets for a while. We'll retool the Electric Halo. I'll be done in January. At which point we can start whipping out some stealth ships. Hopefully if we have a bit of Galaxite, it won't take too long. They only take a tiny bit, but we don't have enough to make missiles right now. So how are we doing with that missile? Yeah, we're getting there, but then we've got stilettos, which admittedly are pretty cheap because they're smaller, but oh well. Okay, we've retooled for the Electric Halo. So let's grab you and let's build 2 of these. I guess we'll put them in Battle Fleet. Whatever, they can go in Battle Fleet for now. 1, 2. The Osprey and the Flamingo. Not the most stealthy of birds, I will point that out. You know. We've done water vapor stuff. Sweet. Let me do water vapor stuff. Alleyways. Yeah, switch over to Phrygium. The surface temperature needs to come down a fair chunk. Probably don't need quite that much. There we go. Alright, the terraforming operations. Caldi. That temperature's getting closer. It's 111 now. And where is our other one? Is it an agent or something? Yeah. Reducing the carbon dioxide. We're down to 10 atmospheres. It's going to take its time. I'm retooled for the Honker class. Although, I don't think we're going to be using that, considering our very low amount of Gallosite. We've just got a shipment, and that's going to go very soon. Ugh. Alright, what have we got in active research labs for? Who died? This is going to be tough to find out. Who died? We've got a particle lance, we've got a biphasic armor. Got a sense of fire control. Is it biology? The biologist die? It seems about right. Well, Olivia Schurer, you've got 9 labs max, so you're going to be going slow on this, but that gives us, 6 to play with. I guess we can just allocate those 6 to stuff. Sure. Shipbuilding rate. Why not? And I guess we'll also get the warhead buff as well. Military Academy's done. Assign commandants. Okay, so this whole Military Academy thing is because of the Colonial Academy System Act. It also states that we need to set certain people in charge of certain things. So if we bring up our commandants and we go to... where is it? Naval Admin Commands. No, not that one. Academy Commandant, that one. Yeah, so we've got Earth, Hoyle, Europa, and Titan, and Io. Now, amusingly, Earth wasn't on this list until recently, because if you get too many academies, you can make it so high a rank that that rank doesn't actually exist in the game, so you can't assign someone to it, because it's like, I want the Super Major General Star Superman 5000 Admiral Flight Commander. And you're like, mate, I've got generals, I've got admirals, I have no idea what you want. I want all of them. So yeah, you actually can make academies so big they can't be assigned to, which is dumb, but oh well. Either way, this is what we currently have. We are going to assign people. So, Titan needs a naval commandant. Okay, so naval commandant. What do we want for this? Someone with a good reaction, because I think it's like the buff that you're really good at, you start passing on to people. Admiral Marco Vorkosigan. Oh, you know what? I kind of want to put you on here just because you have a really good history. Like, it would make sense that you get to be in command of the whole new, like, academy on Titan. Because you're assigned to commanding officer of one of our missile cruisers. You were commanding officer of a missile destroyer. You were executive officer on a missile destroyer. And you were in command of one of our original facts, the Fishty. Wow, and you've been promoted all the way up to Admiral. Yeah, totally. We're going to assign you. Done. Right. The next part, Europa, a civilian administration commandant. Okay, so we're going to go find a civil administrator. And 100% we want someone to teach about mining. Now, the issue is that I've kind of used all of our mining people. Mining and shipbuilding? I think it has to be your highest. I'm not certain about this, but I think it's your highest gets passed along. So I want someone who's only got mining. Admittedly, we're now down to people with 5%, so... I guess we can pull someone off somewhere else. And population growth, 45%. That wouldn't be a bad one to pass on. In fact, can we pass on population growth? 20%. That will do. Minimum rank A3. Let's see what happens when we do this. Madeline Devarin. Population growth 20%. This is on Europa. Okay. Signed. Hoyle, a scientific commandant. So, scientist, and we want to give... someone with a decent research bonus. Rosa Voidsinger. What the hell is your specialty? It's really annoying you can't see the specialty here. It's like research 50%. In what? In what, mate? Energy weapons. Our current energy weapon is Sophie Ramtam, who's also got 50%. And who can handle more labs. Okay, yeah. That seems fair. You're now in charge of Hoyle. And then Io is a ground commander, I believe. Yes. Okay, so ground force commander. And then... Which one of these do we want to go for? Probably offense. So Captain Connor Steele. Okay. Let's look at your history. You're commanding officer of a mining company. You're assigned the commanding officer of mixed assault company Frostfang's 4th, and then relieved. And you had a medical problem crop up. Okay, that seems fair. We'll assign you. You've got history, you know? And then I think we'll probably... What do I want to put in charge of Earth? Like more civilian administrators to try and get like mining people or something? Let's see with that, or more naval officers of reaction. I think we'll try for the mining. We'll see what we can get. And I think this has to be admin rank 3 as well. Mining. Going all the way down to our temp center. You had shipbuilding as well. We will assign you to Earth. Done. Great. And now we're going to add more academies to Earth. Then we won't be able to actually assign anyone because it will be too big. But the person assigned there will still stay there. We'll probably want to ship some of those off of Earth so we can actually assign people in future. But now it'll work. Jagnath, you will need to take stuff somewhere. I have no idea where. Yeah, like straight up. Honestly, I have no idea where I want to take stuff right now. Because there's a whole load of stuff to be done. And it's kind of that case where you're like, there's so many things to do. I don't know what I want to do right now, or whether I should just wait until something very important crops up. It's a strange system. We also have the B group here who got half upgraded and half not. What we could do is we could rip out the other half. They go twice the speed, so you'd be transferring just as much with half of you who are upgraded. And the old group, we could just turn into... what are they called? Delivery. Like, they could just end up doing delivery runs. Because there are quite a few systems that we've added that are starting to accumulate materials. Not much right now, but we could assign someone to do a delivery run. And they'd make it every so often. They wouldn't be traveling all the time. And then if they are traveling and they get back, they still have to wait, even at the lower speed. So it just means we get our delivery slightly later. But after that, deliveries are going to run like clockwork. So, yeah, we probably want to just split you up. It'll save us having to upgrade them as well. We'll want more in future, but for now. And then this G20, we can probably assign you to like shifting some stuff over to Alleywiz, getting some mines going or whatever. Because I think Alleywiz, if we look at Holy Rock, loads of available workers. We only have 0 mines. We have zero mines? What? We have 0 mines. What? Okay, we have 0 mines. Also, we could do a mass drive rover at some point. Yeah, okay, Earth, how many mines do you have? Because I want to send, like, all of them. 500. I will need to work on that, but for now, load mine, go to Alleywiz, Holy Rock, unload, auto route back to Sol. I must be reading this wrong. Really? Really? Okay. Earth refuel. Okay. Then we're going to want to repeat this. That's 20 mines. We want to probably take over 400, 500 mines. 500 mines. Why not? 500 mines. You do 20 at a time. So 25 trips. So repeat that. It's going to take like 8 years, but fine. This is the issue. Like when you're like, oh, I need to do a job. How long is the job going to take? Probably a decade. And then very few people free up. Oh, well. Either way, we'll do the bees probably in between episodes, but we're going to leave the episode here. We've got a stealth ship on the way. We'll be able to use it to probe into, I'm hoping, Jazza and Lewis, see what's going on around there. But for now, we've actually done quite a lot of stuff. We've expanded very quickly. We've still got a Galisite issue, but until next time, go to the Discord, check out the stuff. There'll be a link down below to link.ee/EnterElysium, where you can go check out all the links and so on. You could subscribe if you want, do the bell afterwards, but liking and commenting is really helpful for the video. And until next time, stay shiny. I also really want to find out what's going on over in Sleepy Zoe with the ruins we found. I really want the Xeno team to do the Xenoing. Poke it better.